pandemic got us into a reflective space and made us look inward to see what we can do for the world at large. As a self expression coach, I became a catalyst for women and started Vani, a one on one coaching program for women on finding their voice, to speak up, to be visible. As a storyteller, I spotted there were many ordinary people amongst us leading extraordinary lives, making a difference to the world, and they needed to be heard. Thus was born You and I with Rashmi Shetty, where amazing personal journeys with their uniqueness and individuality are showcased. A reaffirmation of the fact: open your eyes wider. The world is far more beautiful when we acknowledge the presence of both you and I. Our guest today on this Mother's Day special is the inspirational Ashwini Angadi. Her vision to make a world full of happiness allowed her to go beyond her challenge of visual impairment to become a motivational changemaker. Ashwini is one among the 3 people selected from India for the Queen's Young Leader Award in June 2015 and was honored by the Queen at the Buckingham Palace. She decided to dedicate her life for the cause of the visually and mentally handicapped and started Belaku Academy, a free residential school for the visually impaired and mentally handicapped children from the economically weaker section. Her personal struggles and achievements are a great encouragement to all, especially to the physically challenged globally. She believes getting education is only 50% of human life, but helping and giving back to society will make one's life complete. Listen in as this mother shares her journey to the social change maker she is recognized as today, celebrating life and the soul, understanding the difference between permanent and temporary happiness, and her dream of increasing the number of children in her academy to 250 and giving employment to a lot of women, making them self-employed by teaching them and training them to make cloth and paper bags. Hi Ashwini, such a pleasure to welcome you on You and I with Rashmi Shetty. I'm very eager and curious to know what the journey of little Ashwini was to the Ashwini Angadi that the world knows today. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much for your warm welcome. The little Ashwini had more struggles and challenges, and of course, the little Ashwini even had the fun and everything. I born in a village called Chellagurki in Ballari district, born with the great gift of God, that's vision impairment. The vision impairment now as a Ashwini Angadi, yes, it was a gift, but when I was little Ashwini, it was a curse for my parents and everyone. So when I born there, and it was great challenge for my parents to admit me to the schools. When they asked for the schools for the admission, they did not give because of my disability. So then they brought me to Bangalore, and they admitted me to Sri Ramana Maharshi Academy for the Blind. It's in Bangalore, JP Nagar. It was a residential school where only visually impaired will be educated and trained. So I admitted to that school when I was 4 years old. So at that time, usually children expects parents love and care. But due to my future Brighton, my parents put me to that school, and I had a very good education, and yeah, yeah, good training and everything. Because now I am at this position because the education which I got from that school. So after when I was studying in 10th standard, I was suffering from brain fever, and doctor told me that I won't be alive for many days. So at that time, even though the doctor told me that I need rest, but I did not want that rest. I just wanted to pass my 10th standard exam, because usually 10th standard exam means that it will be like it's a dream results for all the persons, all
Mm.
the students there. So I wanted to clear my 10th standard exam. So I went to an exam center with um, this one drips and everything. Doctors were there, and I used to study a whole night at the hospital and used to come to exam center and write the exams. And thereby I scored 85.7 result in 10th standard exam.
Oh my God. Okay,
Yes.
that's quite an
And
achievement.
yes, then I was alive. Then once I got the result, I used to go for regular checkup, and they said, "Wow, everything got cured. How?" Then if I wouldn't have written the exam, I think by being depressed, I would have lost my life. So because I wrote exam, I was very happy, and I had very good life there. So I could, cure my brain fever, whatever. So this is the school day journey, and I did my POC in NM College. There was no visually impaired student there. I was the only visually impaired student in the college. So it was great tough for me to mobilize from my home to college, and to college from my college to home. It was little challenge, but somehow I overcame all the challenges, and little challenge with the reading and writing, because
Hmm.
there were no books or whatever
But what were
for
your
me.
subjects, Ashwini, in first PU and
PUC, we had history, economics, logic, and sociology.
okay, okay,
Yeah, logic was my favorite subject because I used to talk a lot and I wanted to, learn more with, laws and everything.
okay, okay.
Mind game subject,
Uh,
where I had to use my more of my mindset and how this one tactics and everything. So
okay.
there I had no audiobooks, braille and everything. So
Hmm.
I used to talk to my lecturers regarding this, and I received very good cooperation from the lecturers, and they used to give me previously the notes and
Hmm.
everything. So I used to come to my home and request my neighbors to read for me and study at the night.
Hmm.
So this is my journey and my PU college. And when I came to degree to Maharani's college, I took arts there. Then there also I stayed in hostel in Maharani's college. There also I was the only visually impaired student in the college.
Hmm.
So and the same issue what I faced in PUC college, apart from the mobility,
Hmm.
because I stayed in the hostel.
Hmm.
So the books and reading and writing was an issue for me. And again, I went and consulted management in the college to provide me with the braille books or audio books, whatever.
Hmm.
And because of my this one the consult, they formed me a committee for disability, and I was the leader for the
Hmm.
committee, where we had 10 persons with all kinds of disability. In my class, I was the only visually impaired. There are other visually impaired in other class seniors,
Hmm.
and they got all the facilities like computers with screen reader, scanned books,
Hmm.
braille books, audio books, and everything. They got it. And I was the person who provided all those things. Computers with the screen reader, I told my college people where to get, what to get. Screen reader, installed them. And audiobooks, I myself went and asked the people to record it for the students at the
Hmm.
college.
Hmm.
Even I did not get the facilities, but my juniors have got,
Hmm.
because of my this was the little Ashwini's experience.
Now, I have a question here, Ashwini. Where was your confidence and courage coming from? Because you were very easily the leader wherever you went. You went up to teachers and asked for help. Many people
Yes.
hesitate to do that. Where did you
Yeah.
find your courage, Ashwini?
Because I don't know. If you ask me, I too have the same question. Because many of them have studied in my college and nobody have taken this initiative.
Hmm.
Why did I want to do this? everybody shows the sympathy, and everybody shows, oh, if you can't do project, that's okay. If you are blind, you don't do the project. So if you don't want to do any project, that's okay. And if you don't write QT test, that's okay, we'll give you marks. It's not like that. We are getting the education because the purpose of doing education is to learn something and implement those things when in the future.
Wow. Okay. You didn't think of all
No,
this. For
no,
what
no. I
was
did not.
driving you?
No, I did not think all this, but I am very much competitor. I mean, this
Oh.
means I was. I mean, I want to get a very good marks compared to my other friends like that. So from the beginning, I had a passion of getting recognized. Everyone should recognize me, and everyone should say my name like that.
There was a
Feeling
drive.
like that. Yes, yes, like
Yeah.
that. The character I have from the beginning. So
Oh.
this made me to take the initiatives.
So that's what drove you even in your 10th standard in spite of your brain fever to
Yes,
take the exam.
yes, yes. Of course, yes, of course, yes.
So you must be like a role model in school, right? Who came to exam with drips and
Yeah.
wrote the exam and really did so well with such wonderful marks.
Yes, everyone at the hospital were like pamping. Everyone was crying, and everyone was thinking, taking attention about their, you
Hmm.
know, disease or whatever. But I
Yeah.
was the only student, studying, taking my friends' help to study everything. So
Hmm.
in that way, everyone started recognizing me in that hospital. That was also an advantage for me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Since
Oh,
everyone recognized me, everyone appreciated me, and that made me to study more.
oh. So what did this Ashwini with so much of drive and getting all the recognition and leadership wherever she went, after your graduation, what did you do?
See, after my graduation, actually my main aim was to earn so much of money,
Mm,
because I belong to a poor background, poor
mm,
economical background family, and
mm,
I wanted to earn money. I want to take cabs. I don't want to drive in bus. Oh, I had so much of dream of getting a luxurious life.
yeah,
And for that, I knew, I'll get luxurious life when I into corporate sector. That
mm,
too at a very big position, right? Like HR, whatever.
mm, mm,
So for that, I need to learn English, but I was very poor in English.
mm.
Um, and now also I don't speak very good English, but yeah, but manageable. But at that time, I
Please.
was I was very poor in English, so I joined Enable India. It's an NGO
Mhm,
who gives training for computer training for visually impaired people.
mm,
So once I get graduation, I joined Enable India and received career-centric computer training.
mm,
So along with the computers, I was able to learn English. It was like 2 months course.
mm.
In 2 months course, we cannot learn any language.
Language, yeah.
It needs more experience and more
Mm.
people to speak.
Practice, yeah.
Yes. So I joined computers. I learned and everything, and I wanted to. I told them that I want to become. And I want to work in HR department. So I joined as an HR recruiter. I was earning 25 plus K.
After the 2 month training, you got this job.
After 2 months, I also did some other courses
Ah,
like
okay.
life skills and
Mm,
employability skills.
mm,
There, I used to get the work like
mm,
uh, pre like before we going to
mm,
any
mm,
company, we'll be
mm.
having pre-assignments
Correct,
as if
correct.
I'm working as an HR recruiter. The same
Mm,
thing means
mm, mm,
sourcing profile or whatever.
mm,
So they are, because I must be the competitor no there.
mm,
So
mm,
I that 2 months I did that. Then
mm.
I joined MNC company as an HR recruiter. I was earning 25,000 per month.
Okay, okay.
Then after yes, then I resigned the job and came to this field.
Oh,
First.
okay. So, what prompted you to move out of HR? And what currently are you doing that is still keeping you so alive and full of life?
6 months I worked as an HR recruiter.
Hmm?
Then after that, one day when I was gone shopping with my friends on weekends. So I saw two visually impaired girls crying on footpath. Then I asked them about their depression. They said that though we had a huge property, we are thrown out of my family once their parents got expired.
Hmm.
They are thrown out of the family from their brothers and sister-in-laws.
Hmm.
So then I asked, that's okay if you are thrown, that's fine, because don't stay with the negative people, don't stay with the people who discourage you.
Hmm.
Then come with me, I will help you to get a good job. Then
Hmm.
they said, no, no, we haven't studied anything. We
Hmm.
are illiterates. Then they said,
Hmm.
then why don't, and then the next question would be, absolutely, why don't you get education? Then they said, my parents did not allow me to go to any schools. They did not want to study in a blind school or whatever. And
Hmm.
first of all, they don't want to exhibit their blindness with the others. That's what their intention of the parents. Now, because of their mistake, this,
Hmm.
the girls are struggling.
Hmm.
So then I consulted some NGO and helped them to get a career training, self
Hmm.
career training or whatever.
Hmm.
Then now, yeah, they're good, very good position now. So
Oh.
it happened.
Hmm.
This made me to, this prompted me to come to a disabled field. And
Hmm.
then I was called from Leonard Cheshire Disability Organization.
Hmm.
So it's London-based organization. They were running a project called Young Voices. It's a
Hmm.
global campaign for young people with disabilities.
Hmm.
They used to run a project over 25 countries, and in India, the project was running in Ranchi, Bhopal, Delhi, Mumbai, and Karnataka.
Oh, okay.
So at the same time, the national facilitator who was leading this project in India has uh, got uh, resigned,
Hmm.
and I was searching that for that responsibility.
Hmm.
And they caught me and they called me and they said, "You have to take the responsibility."
This is so beautiful. And how did they get in touch with you? Like it was a common connect that put you on, or they heard about you, read about you, and that's how they.
No, no. I was doing volunteership for them. Every second Sunday, monthly second Sunday, they had a meeting,
Okay.
and two of my friends were volunteers there, and
Mm-hmm.
I also had been there as a member.
Hmm.
Uh, just I used to go and advise
Hmm.
people what
Hmm.
to do and what are the challenges that in Karnataka we are facing,
Oh,
disability, whatever.
okay. Ha, ha, ha.
So I used to going whatever I can work. Whenever I have time, I used to go and work with them.
Hmm.
So that made and anyhow they have recognized me. They know what how do I work, and
Hmm.
they called me that you are going to a leader. Then they said I told no, no, it is impossible because I used to travel. I should travel alone to
Yeah.
Ranchi, Bhopal, Delhi, Mumbai, and I used to find people there and fight for solution for the problem.
Hmm.
So my parents firstly they disagreed because they don't want to me to go and you know s- uh, get into a trouble there
Yes. Alone. Hmm.
alone.
Hmm.
So I just somehow convinced and they agreed, and yes, now I traveled.
And who came
And
with you? Like you had somebody
no, no,
from the
no, no,
organization.
no, 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 no. I used to travel alone.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, and there usually if I go to a Ranchi, there will be some members
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
to help me with
Hmm.
whatever
Hmm.
work I
Hmm.
want to do. But I was the leader. I used to
Hmm.
guide them to take somewhere and find out the problems of persons with disability as who are in some problem. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to go to the each houses, knock the door of each houses, and ask, give the solutions or whatever.
Okay. So here you are. After 6 months of work, you were
Yes,
selected in this position, and
yes,
life was busy planning for you the recognition that you deserved at that point of time. So,
yes.
how long did you continue in this position of being a national head here?
National facilitator. Yes, the same 6 months.
Say
Same
another
six,
6 months.
same 6 months.
Okay. And
Every time wherever I go, I only do only 6 months. Okay.
okay,
And
then
after
what
6 months,
happened?
yes, after 6 months, I was recognized from United Nations organization as a for their felicitation as young achiever, youth achiever.
Okay, okay.
And then I went to New York and
Uh,
received award for the work I did there.
okay,
It
okay.
was great challenging for a girl actually,
Yes,
because
yes.
going to people and talking to people, sometimes they'll be behave like they have harsh behavior with us.
Correct.
We have to get tolerate of all those things. It was not so easy. So
Yeah.
they
So,
said, yes,
okay. Can you just share one of the most unforgettable instances, Ashwini, in that 6 months that you were national facilitator and traveling all over? Do you have any one story that remains close to your heart?
yes, there are many stories,
Yeah.
but I would like to tell one story,
Hmm.
uh, which actually made it actually satisfied
Hmm.
me a great
Hmm.
with the greater extent.
Hmm.
So I traveled a Ranchi. Okay,
Hmm.
there was a village, and I
Hmm.
found a 18-year girl.
Hmm.
She was at home
Hmm.
for since many years, and she was taken care of by her uncle and aunt.
Hmm.
So she lost her legs. I mean, she was polio attacked girl,
Okay.
but she was she was made to stay in a dark room with no lights, nothing, no communication with the people, nothing else.
Hmm.
So, and they did not want to tell people that they have a disabled girl in the house,
Hmm.
but they are very rich people.
Hmm.
So, but one of my friends said, yeah, here there is a girl. When I went and asked, they said they just pushed me out. They
Hmm.
said there is no girl like this, no girl. Then I said, no, I know all the government regulations, government acts,
Hmm.
and if you don't tell me, if I find that girl in your house, you will be in the jail.
Hmm.
So then when I said that, okay, they called me and they showed me that girl. And when I switched on the light, she started screaming.
Hmm.
And I felt, oh my God, I am visually impaired, can't see lights and this one. I cannot even find out where the dark and light.
Hmm.
But you can enjoy the light. But these people have taken your rights.
Hmm.
So then I convinced her, I counseled her for many days, and now she started working in a garments factory.
Hmm.
She started working with the salary of 6,000.
Okay.
So her name is Sumaya Sultana, and she is independent from her family now.
Hmm.
She got married and she has kids and everything. She's very happy now. So
Okay.
like this, we have many stories to
Okay.
tell.
And you document all these stories somewhere? So,
I
uh,
used to put it in a Facebook. I used to, because
oh,
to my
okay.
managers, I used to tell videos and photos because
Correct.
I want to show my work with the
Yeah.
transparency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay. Okay. Great. So you got the UN recognition. And then
yes.
post that? By then you were still in the job or you had quit?
No, 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 no. And then I was requested to stay in London, work. for the organization. Then they said, oh, it is. And I received award for protecting or helping my
Mm,
Indians
mm,
disabled. So
mm,
I must want to continue my job. Then I started my own NGO called Ashwini Angadi Trust, because
mm,
I kept my name for the organization to, so that it alarms me a lot. It alerts me to work more,
mm, mm,
because I am not inspired by the successors. So I
mm,
did not name my NGO any successors name.
mm,
So I named my name for the trust,
mm,
and I now I'm providing education for 50 poor students, poor and underprivileged students.
mm,
Out of the 50 students, we have 25 visually impaired students, and
mm.
25 are non-visually impaired students, so that the mutual understanding between visually impaired and non-visually impaired students will begin.
Mm,
So it so that it will help me to create an inclusive society.
mm.
Only visually impaired students need the training for reading and writing in braille.
Yes. Mm,
Only for that purpose we should not segregate or exclude them from the society, the other society, no.
mm.
So this is my unique and main idea of starting this school.
Okay, so it is like inclusion in the true sense of the term. And
Yes, yes.
who are these children? Where do they come from?
It's a residential school, so
Oh,
people from different part of Karnataka,
mm,
like Ballari, Raichur, Gulbarga,
mm,
almost to 200, 300 kilometers from distance.
mm.
They'll come here,
Okay.
and they are very poor economical background families, and
Mm,
some of them are orphans.
mm.
People, when they see other children playing, or if they don't know anyone, they'll call me, and they inform me about the family and the students, and
Okay.
I myself go and pick the students from there.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yes.
however far in Karnataka people call you from, you go there and then
Mm.
select the student yourself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. And to help you around to run the school, I'm sure you have teachers as well, right? So, do you
Yes.
train these teachers on, and when you're saying inclusive schools, that means both children who have sight and the ones who don't are
Mm.
taught in the same class. So, how does the teacher get trained to handle both the children?
Yes, we have two special educators
Hmm.
who knows Braille.
Okay.
So usually what happens when these people who don't have sight, when they go for painting or other thing,
Hmm.
these visually impaired students, they learn Braille.
Hmm.
So when they come to fifth standard,
Hmm.
so they'll be expert in reading and writing. The visually impaired students will be expert in reading and writing competitively with these sighted students.
Children, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Huh.
that it won't be need separate classes for when they come to fifth standard. Only yes, during something related to maths, how to write maths, sometimes we need special educators. Other times we no need of separate teachers or separate classes for these kids.
Because you were fortunate, Ashwini, to have been included, whether it is in college or later at work, uh,
Yes, yes, yes.
into a space like that. Is that the inspiration behind you putting the school together? What was the reason you decided to have a school like this, where you combine the two so that the children know what it is to live in an inclusive society?
No, the first inspiration of mine is that's what I inspired only from the failures.
Hmm.
So the first thing is see I accommodated in a hostel when I
Mhm.
was 4 years old.
Correct.
Okay, If my school in my village have encouraged me to get an education, I wouldn't have been separated from the parents at the early age.
Hmm. Hmm.
So because of their uh, rejection, I was, I used to I had no chance. I used to miss my parents at the age.
Hmm.
And the other thing is, when I was searching for the job, and oh, I almost given interview in many companies.
Hmm.
Okay, and then they said you are very good, we are very competitive compared to others, but we are not able to take you for the job. Then said, what is the reason behind this? Then
Hmm.
they said, no, because you are visually impaired. So how will you mobilize from here and there? And we have dedicated glass doors, and if you break it up, that's okay. Our this thing will spoil. But if you face any issues, health issues, that we will be the, you know,
Response.
responsible for that.
Hmm.
Then they said, no, not at all, because once if you show it to me, I can easily mobilize and I can use my key. Even though I told everything, since due to lack of awareness, they did not take me for the company and for the job.
Hmm.
If my brother or my sister was there in the same position, they would have took me without any
Hesitation.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because they knew me and what is my limitations, what is my strength, and everything they know me about. So due to lack of awareness, I was rejected in some of the companies.
Hmm.
So those things should not be there. If you have inclusive society, people will be easily understanding about, how people with visually impaired are. It
Hmm.
is not mandatory to show them the sympathy.
Hmm.
We should be empathized with them. So
Correct.
then only they can get into this life and celebrate this life like others.
So true.
Yes.
How old is your school now, Ashwini? Is it as old as your trust? Was the first activity of the trust the school itself?
Yes, the first activity of the trust is school. Belaku Academy is a school's name.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was founded in 2015.
Hmm.
Now we are constructing a new building. It is under process.
Hmm.
So we are trying to accommodate 250 students from all around Karnataka.
As of now, there are how many? 100 students?
50.
50. Okay. So
Yes.
there are 50 students, and now you want to increase the number.
Yes.
So I love the name Belaku. So
Yes.
when it comes to Belaku, is it the inner light that needs to be lit up first before externally we see what is happening?
Yes, exactly the same.
Yeah. So what was the reason behind keeping such a beautiful name? How would you and what would you want to tell people when it comes to having a dream, having a vision, having the long-sightedness to understand the need for an inclusive society?
Belaku means purpose of me is to just tell.
Hmm.
Belaku is not only to see the lights or attracted lights or whatever,
Hmm.
and see some making movies or whatever.
Hmm.
Belaku is for me. A Belaku is celebrating the inner happiness of the soul. We are only concentrating about the happiness of the body
Hmm.
when we see something attractive.
Yeah.
But the main thing which I wanted to say is celebrate the soul's satisfaction, celebrate the soul's happiness is a Belaku.
Okay. And how does the soul celebrate?
Only while getting satisfied with our life, because
Yeah.
I'm very much happy. I'm very much satisfied. I'm very much happy because what I'm doing is doing best.
Hmm. Hmm.
If I'm not doing my work best, I won't be satisfied, and I can't be celebrated my life.
Yeah. Yeah. And does see now you're doing such a big difference to those 50 children who are in the academy. So,
Yes.
celebration of the soul. This is such a beautiful statement, Ashwini, such a lovely
Thank
phrase.
you. Thank you.
Uh, and if you say the word Belaku means celebration of the soul,
Yes.
uh, it takes it at a very different level of living your life and leading your life itself, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, how can you make sure that everyone around you lives that life wherein they celebrate from their soul rather than the physical body? So, if what is it that you'd like to tell on how to get in touch with that soul and celebrate with the soul? What all can you do to celebrate with the soul? What do you do, Ashwini, to be so happy all the time?
No, I always think about what is permanent and what is temporary. Okay, if I
Okay.
go and eat something, I know that it is a temporary, but it's not like I don't want to eat that. Since it is a temporary, I should not eat. What is the purpose of eating? It's not like, but we should know what is temporary and what is permanent.
Mm,
What makes us permanent happy and what makes us temporary happiness. If you go and watch the movie for 3 hours, of course it will make us happy, but it will be very temporary. We should know that. And I'm just giving the example. We should
example.
know what is, we should list out of what is temporary and what is permanent.
Mm,
Many of us, we don't know what makes us happy.
mm,
We always feel, oh, once we build a big house, we we we, we make it, we will make happy. And sometimes some astrologer, if they are believers of astrologer, some they'll come and they say, oh, this is the vayu mule, we did something, this is not the
yeah.
right construction, go break this, break that. In that building of house, we were happy, but again we we became unhappy because of that vayu mule, agni mule, and those
Mm, mm,
stuffs.
mm, mm,
And again we break it and again we reconstructed it. And someone says, ayo, earlier we built it, no, it was very nice to look, now not is not that nice to look. Then we again, ayo, what, we keep on feeling unhappy.
mm.
We should know what is temporary happiness and what is permanent happiness, and we should work on the permanent happiness. And temporary happiness, of course, we should enjoy, because we are living this society, but we should know that is temporary.
Mm,
Okay, my temporary happiness is like eating golgappa is my temporary happiness. I love eating golgappas,
mm,
but it's not like I don't eat at all. I eat, I enjoy it for six puris,
mm,
then I'll come back.
mm,
That's it. But the permanent happiness of mine is, at least, achieving my goal. What is the goal which I have?
mm,
I want to give employment to 10,000, 10,000 women with disabilities. Now
mm,
I working for the project. So
mm,
again, it will come a temporary and permanent.
mm,
If I work for the proposals writing and submitting to a persons who help us with this, I'll be very happy. At
mm,
least a person has received that proposal and he is working for that. Again, it is temporary, because after that I have to work for, constructing and distribution of my products, marketing products and everything.
mm,
So if I go on, if I work for step by step, I'll be very happy.
mm.
And the final happiness will be once I give employment for 10,000 women with disabilities. Then I'm working for it, I'm celebrating my life for it every
Okay.
day.
Okay. So, simply put, if you're going to give me a definition of happiness, what is your definition of happiness?
Satisfying our soul is a happiness.
Okay. So, the quest of life, according to you, is soul happiness.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Wow, that's so beautiful. So, apart from Belaku Academy, is there any other activity of the trust that you would want to share with us, Ashwini, now?
Yes, Belaku Academy is a school. It's a school, of course. I told you, I
Hmm.
want to accommodate 250 students and give them free education,
Hmm.
along with other activities like sports, Bharatanatyam dance, classical music and everything they are
mm,
good at and they are trained.
mm,
Apart from that, I just want to start a project called women with different abilities self employment. So
mm.
I've given I concentrated on education, but what about people who don't have education, that too they are disabled?
Mm,
So I want to give job for them. So firstly I want to train them in self employment and
mm.
give them a job. This is my other project which I'm going to start. Whoever wants to wish to help me, it is very much you are most welcome to help me with this, because it's my dream.
Okay, and what kind of help are you looking for when you're saying whoever wishes to help?
So help, I want people who can help me with marketing my products. I'm initiate my project initiation will be uh, uh, making a, bag covers. That means now we
Okay.
are avoiding the plastic, no?
Hmm, hmm,
So the cloth bags we are making it,
hmm,
and paper bags
hmm,
we are concentrating on packing industry.
hmm,
Some people who can help me with marketing those products, that will
hmm,
be really fine, and I can give I can make people to celebrate their lives, more
hmm,
lives.
hmm, hmm. So, is this project already one that has started, or you're likely to start this project
We are going to start in 2 months.
in 2 months?
The proposal and everything is finished. Project writing is also finished, and along with this I am also doing my MBA,
Hmm.
and I'm now from tomorrow my exams are going to start.
Oh, okay. All the
So
best.
after the after the exam and this July, I'm going to start this project. I'm
Hmm.
only waiting for the people who can come forward and tell me that we are going to help in marketing the products.
Okay. So, in marketing, both cloth bags and paper
Paper
bags.
bags, yes.
Okay. And as far as your school is concerned,
Hmm.
currently, do the children have all these extracurricular activities that you spoke about, dance, music, or you intend to put that in the bigger school when more children come?
No, no, they are currently they are get training in that classical music.
Bharatanatyam, classical,
Yes,
and
Bharatanatyam and everything. Couple of our students have scored highest marks in Hindustani classical music exam conducted by state government.
ooh, ooh, wow.
Yes, some of them are preparing for junior Bharatanatyam dance.
Uh, Again, at a
Yes,
state level exam, they're looking
yeah,
at.
state level exam. And one of our students had been to national level in chess.
Hmm?
Yes, these are some of little achievements in
Okay.
4 years.
Okay. So when it comes to Ashwini,
Hmm.
when Ashwini looks back at all of this,
Hmm.
this is a part of Ashwini where she's making a difference to society. And what
Yes.
about Ashwini's personal life?
Ashwini's personal life, yes, personal and professional both are combined here. Because I love to stay with the children, like to play.
Hmm.
Now I'm speaking like this. You come and see me when I'm with children.
Yeah.
I'll be a little child compared to others. Yeah,
Okay.
and I have a little daughter. Along with 30 children, I have one more with my daughter, who is a
How
blood
old is
relative.
she?
She is just 1 year. In
Oh,
when on May 14th, she'll be completing 1 year.
one.
She's first birthday.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes.
so this week, this Sunday, coming Sunday is Mother's Day, Ashwini. And
Yes.
I think that's eighth, 1 week before your daughter's birthday.
Yes.
But I think mothers like you are a huge inspiration to people around because you tell us what joy is all about. It's not
Yes.
about you and you alone, but everyone around you is so happy just because you're alive. And this is so beautiful. Okay.
And
Uh,
my daughter is also like, she is also God gifted child. She is
mhm.
also visually impaired, and
Okay.
but that's absolutely fine. No problem for me at all.
Hmm.
She is now, I am spending much of my time with her to, do whatever what makes her happy.
Hmm.
Do you know, she plays an instrument. That means only she try to uh, play the instrument as ever she likes.
Likes, huh?
Yeah, she at
Hmm.
least she plays re ga ma pa
Oh,
in
really? Which
keyboard.
instrument? On keyboard?
Keyboard
Oh,
she plays.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Since two
Which
and a half months.
are you into music or your husband's into music? How did
My
she?
my husband, my husband into music, but she stays in Davangere.
Okay,
He is working as government high school teacher.
teacher, huh?
But the keyboard and all, I sariga padani sir. When I just gave it to her,
Huh?
something she was playing, beating on it, and everything she was doing it.
Huh?
Now I don't know how she could do. When I place her finger in a shadja, sir,
Hmm.
okay, she keeps on playing Riga Ma Pada Pada. Now she herself takes her finger into that sa shadja.
Wow. Okay.
Ah, yes.
Wow. This must be so magical for you, Ashwini. Uh,
Yes, yes,
and as we slowly start moving into reflective spaces and looking back at life,
yes.
my question to you is the last 2 years with
Hmm.
the pandemic was challenging to the whole world. Everybody stepped back and was wondering how to handle themselves. Everyone went into pause mode. What is it with Ashwini that altered in the last 2 years?
Again, Ashwini always thinks of the situation, and Ashwini always wants to know people who are in trouble. Anyhow, my students, they all went home, and some of them orphan, they were here. Very few students are here in our institution. It was not that problematic for me. So I have concentrated on people who are in actual trouble. So when I look into that, I got mm, family with different abilities who are thrown out of the job because of the pandemic, who are working in garments, who are working in some
Hmm,
other
hmm,
things.
hmm,
They lost their jobs.
hmm,
And what I did, every month I used to help them with provisions, milk, rent, and with the support of some donors. Okay, I strived hard to get the donations for them, and somehow I could able to, help them.
help
Now
them.
also I'm doing it.
Hmm,
But that actually made me to start the other project of mine. I'm actually supporting them, some 100 families here,
hmm, hmm,
every month, provisions. Earlier we were helping them for provisions, milk and rent. So
hmm,
now
hmm,
I am also facing hard time to help
hmm,
them for milk and rent. Now I'm helping them for, provision.
hmm,
So
hmm.
it is not a right thing to do. At least we should make them to earn on their own.
Own, yeah, yeah.
How many times we can give them?
Hmm, hmm,
So instead of providing them by courtesy, showing
hmm,
courtesy, we
hmm,
can make them independent by giving them employment, because they are well versed. They can do work. They can
hmm,
work.
hmm, hmm.
So this at least now 100 women are ready to get employment. So
Oh,
I'm just want to give them.
wow, wow.
Yes,
And when we have moved to that part of the conversation, which is
yes.
about three life lessons, Ashwini. What are three life lessons that you'd like to leave us with?
The three life lessons which I have implemented.
Hmm,
Usually, people will be having different life lessons, but my life lesson is learn from the failures
hmm,
and think about permanent and temporary happinesses, and work for short term and long term goals.
Wow.
And I always believe on Swami Vivekananda. He is my hero
Hmm.
always,
Hmm.
and he leaves two models for Indians.
Hmm.
One is sacrifice, and other is charity.
Hmm. Hmm.
We are not God, or we are not we are just like ordinary people. We cannot
Hmm.
sacrifice. I don't know. I am not
Hmm.
sacrifice anything to uh, I'm not sacrifice anything,
Hmm.
but I'm doing little charity. That's it.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's it. Then yeah, also I just want to
Hmm.
live after death.
Hmm.
I shouldn't be dead even though I'm alive.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so and what you're leaving behind is such a beautiful legacy that you'll remain alive even after you leave the
Yes.
mortal world for sure.
Yes. 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 Thank you. That's my intention.
Wow, wow. God bless you, Ashwini, because I think a mother like you, a friend like you, a human being like you is truly an inspiration. An honor to have hosted you on You and I with Rashmi Shetty. And people like you give us reason how we should look at our own blessings. Thank you for being who you are and stay blessed, Ashwini. And
Thank you very much for your blessings, and you have asked very good questions. And I'm very much inspired by your, communication, the way that you communicate. Thank you very much.
thank you, Ashwini. Thanks a lot. God bless
Yes.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that, we come to the end of this weekly quest of You and I with Rashmi Shetty. Do let us know if you know people who make the world beautiful. Write in to rashmi.thethirdeye at gmail.com. That is RASHMI dot THETHIRDEYE at gmail.com. Come, let's explore this amazing world together, both you and I.